What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Maverick Raven coming at you with another video. So happy to be here, you guys. Like, you have no idea. It's pouring out rain. I hope that it doesn't, I hope the mic doesn't pick it up. But, dude, so happy to be here with you guys. This is one that you guys have, like, been asking for. And I hope that I don't critique it too harshly. I don't think that's possible after watching that 5-minute video of Ren with the 1 million subscribers, dude. Like we had someone in the comments say that Ren is not a saint. He's just a complicated person. This not what have you. And I don't know, man. Like, I would say that he's a rare breed of human being who actually cares about his fellow man. Like, it seemed genuine, and I saw like raw emotion there to the point of where I got a little like, I felt so bad for him that it put me in an uncomfortable position. You know what I mean? Like, not that he's making you uncomfortable. It's just that you want to help him out, right? In some way, because the dude is hurting, dude. Buy him a beer or whatever if he can drink. I don't know what his relationship with alcohol is, because that's another thing I was talking about today. How destructive alcoholism is and all that. But yeah, we're gonna get to that. For right now, if you would please like, comment, share, subscribe, anything like that, really is a dopamine hit. Believe it or not, it helps out the channel more than you would ever, more than you would think. Really, something that it's that algorithm. I just don't get it, dude. I don't think I'm meant to get it. That's what it is. But we would love to have you guys be the newest member of the flock. The flock's for life. So come join us, guys. We'd love to have you. The air's for everyone. We're going to check out Wade in the Water / Nina Simone / Trouble So Hard by The Big Push. This ought to be fun. I don't know if he's going to go, bluesy with it. Every time that I say something about Ren, I kind of stick my foot in my mouth. But let's check this out. This ought to be fun, dude. It's just he channels these dead musicians, and it's kind of creepy. You know what I mean? It's like the spirit of Bob Marley got into him, and dude, it's crazy. All right, here we go. And I apologize if this is not the version that you guys wanted me to do it on. You guys just told me to do it, so this is the one that has more views, so I figure this is the legit one, but I don't know. Bro, how cool is it to be in a band? Like, I know that that's an obscure, out of nowhere question, but think about that for a second. They are literally jamming out right now, all right? And how cool is it that, like, he's depending on him to keep it together, just like he's depending on him to keep it together. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need each other to be clutch at all times. And that closeness, dude, like, I'm pro brohoods, you know what I'm saying? Like, brotherhoods, bro. 100% for them, dude. Because I know that a lot of people aren't going to believe this, but there's like an epidemic right now with young men and what they're calling, what is it, chronic loneliness or whatever. And that's leading to apparently a lot of suicide and drug use. And again, if you're an adult, you should make better decisions. But again, if you're to the point of suicide, your head's not exactly in the right space right now. So you shouldn't be making any decisions when your head state is at that level. Shouldn't be making any decisions. And these guys, bro, they're just jamming out, dude. And for them, it's so easy. Look at how easy it is for them, dude. That's awesome, bro. Look at that, bro. Like, he's feeling the energy that he's giving off, and then he's giving his own energy to make this beautiful... I know I swear like a sailor. But, dude, like... Whew. And I'm not even that big of a fan of the original. But, you know, gotta give the... It's a classic. You gotta give it its due. You know?
I said, wade in the water.
Bro. Goosebumps, man. This guy's good, dude. Even he looks like a kid, bro. Right here, he looks to me, he looks like a kid. He's so good. And again, I'm not even that big of a fan of the original. It's on my playlist, but you know, there's thousands of songs on that.
I said, wade in the water. I said, wade in the water.
I have been detecting on Ren's voice in different videos. Doesn't really matter if it's a video, does it? Because it's all like a live concert. Because homie does it live every time, apparently. That's so insane. Anyway, so I've been noticing that he's got like a little bit of a reverb to his voice, and I don't think that that's a technical thing that's done with you know, with the machines or whatever, or with editing software. I think that he does it like I think that's a lyrical tool that he has. You guys feel me on that one? That it's kind of like a reverb, like a very slight reverb. And I say this because the dude's an alien. He's an alien.
In the water. I said, my God, gonna trouble. I said, who's that young girl? Dressed all in black. Wait, this is really weird. In the water.
That's kind of that's kind of funny that he chose to leave that in there, man. That's kind of endearing. I'm not gonna lie. That's funny, man. That's awesome. See, me, I like to do my videos all in one take because of a lot of different reasons. One of them being that I don't want people to say that, you know, I edited anything out of context or said something. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, so that's funny, dude. It's just funny.
Must be some kind of angel. Moses lied. I said, my God is gonna trouble the water. I say, wait, we did the water.
He's so crazy with it, man. I wish that I think it's really cool that the UK has so much like American culture, you know. It's obviously mostly because of Hollywood and you know, places like Sony that are multimedia corporations, what have you. But it's cool, dude, that stuff from, you know, from our country's getting out there, dude. And I know that the UK, that's kind of a big deal over there, and I know it's happening in Japan. You know, I think it's starting to happen in Australia. Am I wrong about that? Let me know.
I said, my God's gonna trouble Us in the grass, gonna travel the water.
Hey, I bet you, I know that this is stupid, but I bet you he would be awesome at Guitar Hero, bro. Like right now, he's making me want to literally assemble the whole thing, and I do not want to do that, dude. That's like the last thing I want to do. But he's making me want to assemble the thing just so that I can pretend. You know, for Cubans we call it paja mental, which means like mental masturbation, and that's really what it is. Am I really gonna pick up a guitar and start learning to play that? No, bro. But somebody can fantasize about being talented like this young man right here, right? He's summoning the spirit of Hendrix, right? Dude, that'd be awesome. Watch him like be like beyond expert.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. As sun's on the sky, you know how I feel. It's drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn. Look, it's a new day, and I'm feeling good.
Guys, I try to be honest, you know. I know that a lot of you guys love this other young man here that's playing the guitar. I'm sorry, his name is escaping me. I still don't know everybody by name yet, you know. I don't know, man. I'm not a fan. Like, he's okay, but in a lot of ways, he's overshadowed by the Gentleman in the Hat and Ren. You know? I think the Gentleman in the Hat, someone referred to him, again, I forget his name, and I'm so sorry, I apologize. Somebody referred to him as a human guitar. I was like, that's pretty funny, you know? But yeah, dude, he's everybody's good with it. It's just, I don't know, bro, like right now, his singing... I don't know. I literally don't know how I feel about it. It's kind of like, but I don't think that's a good, positive, reaction. Here, let's give it another try.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. As sun's on the sky, you know how I feel. It's drifting on by, you know how I feel.
See that right there? I don't like that. I don't, and it completely like takes me out of the zone that I was getting in. You know?
Feel it's a new dawn. Look, it's a new day.
That I like.
And I'm feeling
That was good. This guy's legit. I know I've said this before, but they make it look so easy that it kind of makes this stupid old man want to start learning to play the guitar. And I know that there's going to be people saying, oh yeah, go for it. But bro, no, dude. No. No. That's like, no. That's way, 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 way too involved. And I bet you I got horrible fingers for that. I wish I could. That'd be kind of cool. It's kind of like learning a language, really. If you think about it and twist it in a certain perspective, it's kind of like learning a language if you think about it. Because you got to learn an alphabet kind of, right, with the notes and all that and the way they go. But man, they kind of, I've heard, and again, this is just like gossip or whatever, but I've heard that some of the artists of the past have suffered from, I think it's called synesthesia, where your senses overlap, so like you can see sound, right, and hear colors. I know that sounds absurd, but it's like, things like that. And some artists supposedly, I think Eric Clapton was one of them, that he could literally see the notes, like as if it was kind of like a Jarvis type situation for you Marvel fans. Which, if you're a Marvel fan right now, I know you're hurting. I'm here for you, because trust me, I'm hurting over it. Thank you, Disney, for destroying my childhood. Moving on, let's go run it back, because that guy's guitar playing is legit. I like this part. It's very bluesy, and sometimes I'm in the mood for blues. I know that sounds a little masochistic, but see, you would think right there, like, why would people listen to blues? Because a lot of it is kind of depressing. But dude, it's got soul, man, and some of the best teachers are experienced, dude, and some of those experiences, sorry, they're gonna be negative. And some of the best lessons that you'll get out of life are going to be from negative experiences. And I know that sounds super cynical, but yeah, bro, that's you're going to remember a time that you left half of your hand on the stove because it was hot, more than, hey, let me tell you this lesson. Guaranteed. Bro, dude, I think artists like these, right? They have a responsibility to be themselves. And what I mean by that is, it's like Ren said, right? In that 1 million subscriber video, use your platform responsibly is essentially what he said. And he wants you to be a benevolent human being. And I wish that for everybody too. But I'm a little bit more of a realist, unfortunately, which I know I'm cynical and blah blah. But bro, like, they have a responsibility to be themselves, because what they bring to the earth is the earth is thirsty as hell for what they bring to the table. And I mean that literally. Obviously, civilizations, they're gonna, gravitate towards whatever. But I'm sure that music is one of those things that literally transcends language. And I know that sounds kind of crazy because, well, what about the lyrics, dude? You know how many people are into K-pop and all that other stuff? And it's like I don't know what they're saying either. Sounds cool though, just because of the beats and the way they're saying. And then people get translations, and that's enough for them. That's not enough for me, Like I need to hear and understand what the people are saying to get the vibe, at least for me. But this is really like an artist sharing his light with the world. And also being vulnerable too, because this is not an easy thing to do. Taking on a cover of a legendary iconic track, that's not an easy thing to do. Because if it were me, I'd be like, damn, I don't want to fuck this shit up. Because, dude, you will get made fun of. And it will hurt. Because you literally, you stepped on a legend. You know what I'm saying? If you mess up. The stakes are high. At least in my opinion. Because, dude, how many covers, for example, of Sweet Home Alabama are there that are just like a rehash of, classic Leonard Skinner, and then there's others that are just like a complete what Tim Burton and Ronnie Radke would probably call are their reimaginings. You know what I'm saying? They take a cover and they reimagine it, and then it doesn't even sound like the freaking thing anymore, and I don't even know why I'm listening to it. You know what I mean? That's me. But you got. If it sounds good, you can get away with anything, regarding the classic. Even though it's a classic track, you can get away with it if it sounds good because you made something positive, you made good art. The only people that are going to shit on you are going to be trolls and haters, which those people exist. And I kind of subscribe to the Cat Williams, philosophy that you should have as many haters as possible and they should fuel you to make, even more money, So that's the way I feel about it. Turn a negative into a positive, dude, Dude, and how cool is it that you're having fun too with some of your best friends? Probably that's awesome, dude. Like that's a romanticized version of a life, right? Just being a famous musician or whatever. I think most guys have thought about, oh man, what if I was a rock star? Dude, like really? Come on, I'm not the only one, dude. I'm not the only one. Bro, you're rocking out, you're with your best friends, you happen to be making money, people around you are vibing off of your energy and what you're bringing into this world. That's a pretty awesome life, dude. I'm not saying that there's nothing hard about it. I would imagine like isolation would be a thing, like being away from my family, that would kill me, dude, and all the constant traveling. Ugh. But that's what you need to do, right? Whew. But that's crazy, bro. All that traveling. Yeah, I talked myself out of it. So, dude, it's not easy. Like I said, dude, it's not easy to take on a classic, and they did it justice. They made it their own, though, and that's gonna always work. If you succeed, everybody loves you, right? Nobody loves a loser, sadly. They love the underdog story, but when the underdog loses, they don't care anymore. Sadly, that's most people, you know. But anyways, you guys, I'm going to upload another video. I don't know what reaction. I think I'm gonna do Message in a Bottle, even though honestly I'm not much of a Police fan. Believe it or not, that's kind of ironic, I guess. But yeah, I'm not much of a Police fan. So another classic that I should be hyped for, but I'm like, yeah, I'm not really like that big of a fan of that classic. I think we're gonna do that next. So I hope you'll be around, to check that out, right? Let me know down in the comments below. As always, I love you guys, man. Thanks for hanging out. Stay safe, and as always, stay based.